Hey everybody, welcome back to Mama Zodi Tarot. So, a lot of these messages that have been coming through for the zodiacs were about the inner child. So I thought that it would be a great idea to do a message from your inner child, right? Why not? Let's get a message from your inner child and see what it is that your inner child wants you to do, what they want you to know, all that good stuff. So I am seeing the page of Gabrielle. So, and it's funny because the page is like the child in the tarot. So tapping back in with your playful side, right? Your energetic side. You know, when you were young, you just had all of this energy and you could just go, 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 run, 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 run. So, yeah, you know, you barely cared about getting sleep, right? And you had this large imagination where you were not afraid to fall and, you know, you were optimistic about everything. So it's like your inner child is like, remember that. Remember when you were fearless, right? Remember when you had no qualms with following your passions, following your mind, and just going full force into things. So yeah, a lot of you guys, your inner child is wanting some excitement. It's wanting some adventure. Yeah, I see laughter in reverse on the bottom of this deck over here. So some of you guys haven't been haven't been laughing enough. You know, watch a comedy movie. Do something that just makes you laugh. All right. Alrighty, give me some more. Here, what is the... Oh, that's too many, y'all. That's too many. The message. You know what? I'm going to split this deck in half because this deck is so large. So I'm going to make my life easier. Split it in half. All right. So give me the most important messages. Alrighty. Ooh. Somebody needs to look at themselves in the mirror. Okay? I know this is talking about, you know, leaving situations behind and seeing the silver lining, but I'm more paying attention to the fact that she's looking into that mirror. So someone's inner child is saying, can you look at me? Go in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, ma'am. Put on a dress that makes you feel like a princess, okay? I don't know, I'm picking up on prom here. So I don't know if somebody didn't go to their prom or somebody missed out on going to their prom. But yeah, your inner child is like, go look in the mirror and tell yourself you are beautiful, okay? Because you most definitely are. Get to that mirror magic, all right? That glamour magic. Yeah, I'm seeing the sun in reverse. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. And in terms of your inner child is saying, talk to me. Hello. It's like there's a part of you that you're hiding, right? With this sun in reverse. There's a part of you that you're not integrating, right? And your inner child is like, hey, you got to integrate me. You got to talk to me. You can't just hide me. You know, so don't be afraid to get into tapping with that childlike energy, y'all. That's what your inner child is saying. Like, it's okay to behave like a kid again. Yeah, I'm seeing the Eight of Michael. Like, they're basically saying, like, there's nothing wrong. Look, you see? Step out. Free, right? Free. Free yourself. It's really all about, like, your inner child feels caged up. All right. And you see how she's coming through those gates and bursting through those gates? Your inner child is like, you've had me caged up. Can you please talk to me? Okay. Can you please acknowledge me with the Chariot on the bottom of the deck? Can you please come towards me and talk to me and acknowledge me? Yeah. So somebody, your inner child wants acknowledgement. Somebody's name could be Michael. What is this? Ooh. Yeah, your inner child is not feeling love at this time. Your inner child feels left out. They don't feel love. And so there could be a part of you that feels insecure and is operating from that lack. Because maybe you had a rough childhood, is what I'm picking up on. Maybe you didn't get the kindness and the care that you were supposed to when you were a child. But look how there's always this one guardian angel in every single one of these pictures. And your inner child is like, I've been with you every step of the way. I've been with you every step of the way. I just need you to acknowledge me. Right? Give me what it is that the family didn't give. The mother, the father. With this sun card coming out. Some of you guys maybe, yeah, y'all didn't grow up with a dad. And your inner child is saying, look, we got to talk about that. We got to deal with that. We got to deal with those wounds. We got to talk about the fact that we feel abandoned. Right? That we feel like the person who created us left us out in the cold. It's like at this point, your inner child is worried with this 9 of Michael in reverse. Like, I'm just picking up on like a worry, you know? Because you see how, if you look out here, it's like this person is looking off into the distance and there's an opening, a door, and someone's like, hey, come this way. And so with that coming out in reverse, it's almost like they're worried. Like, do you not see me? Do you not care? Yeah, the lover is on the bottom of the deck. It's like you have to have a love affair with your inner child. You have to show your inner child the love that it deserves, that you didn't get. I'm hoping that y'all can see everything. Trying to make sure I'm working on the angle, you guys. I promise. Let's do like that. Let's move it over a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you guys have a lot of deep-seated wounds. You know, some really deep inner child wounds. And your heart, and you know, your heart chakra is blocked. There's a heart chakra blockage. A lot of you guys, you know, you were very altruistic in your childhood years. You know, you were always giving with this lovers. You were always spreading kindness, spreading love, spreading joy. But you weren't receiving that in return. And now your inner child is like, we got to talk about that. Yeah. So you weren't cared for. You weren't handled with care. I'm hearing, yeah, be careful with me. Cardi B, like for some of you guys, somebody wasn't careful with you. Whether that was, you know, at home with family or just, you know, the relationship, the friendships, the people that you dealt with. They weren't careful with you. Right? And you were this open-hearted, this loving, this kind person. And a lot of times what happens is people take advantage of that. People will try to take advantage of that, but you can't allow that to close you off. You can't allow that to stop you from being who you know you are. Yeah. You know? Oh, sorry, that just jumped out. Yeah, I'm seeing the Emperor and the Queen of Raphael. You're in control of who you give your love to. You're in control of how you move from your love space. That's all that this was about. Your inner child is like, it was never about not loving. It was about boundaries on your love. It was about putting up boundaries. So your inner child is saying, it's time to put boundaries on the love that you give. It's time to put boundaries on the love that you're out here giving to people. Because you're out here pouring into people. You're out here moving from a heart space. You know what I mean? You're out here being genuine. And people might not be seeing that for what it is. I don't know why I keep wanting to move these. I'm sorry, y'all. You know? Some of y'all might have been taken advantage of, you know? Because you're so trustworthy. Because you're so loyal. All right? But they're saying it was never about not being loyal. It was about having boundaries with who you were loyal to. That was all. Yeah. Nurture yourself. With this Queen of Ariel. You know what I'm saying? Your inner child wants you to romanticize your life. All right? Didn't I say put on a beautiful dress? You know? So this inner child message is going to resonate for a lot of the different signs. Because these messages were coming out. This is what your inner child is saying. Not only is your higher self saying it, but your inner child is saying it. Because they're all connected. You can't tap in with your higher self without first dealing with your inner child. And your inner child is saying, you got to get back to loving you. You got to get that heart chakra in order. All right? You're telling me move to the next part. Alrighty. Can we get some more here? Somebody specific, you know, because it's not just the masculine. Some of you guys grew up, you know, with the mother that really didn't, you know, treat you properly and show you the love and the care that you deserved. Right? Some of you guys are an only child, so that's what I'm hearing as well. But your inner child is saying, start to believe in miracles again. Start to believe in miracles again. Tap back in with them so they can reignite that imagination. All right? I'm seeing like Genie, you know? Timmy Turner. Timmy Turner. I'm weak. Okay, so maybe Very Odd Parents used to be a show that you would watch as a child. Somebody needs to watch Very Odd Parents. Odd parents, very odd parents. Any more here, please? Any more? Yeah, the Magician. It's something about... It's definitely something about rainbows. because I'm seeing a lot of rainbows on these cards. So definitely, you know, tapping back in with your imagination. But what's that other movie? The Luck of the Irish? Is that what it's called? No, 13. Right? Is that the movie with the boy and he was on a basketball team and he was lucky? Yeah, that's a old Disney Channel movie. An old Disney Channel movie that somebody needs to watch. I'm also hearing Now You See Me. So, I know Now You See Me is one of my favorite movies. But yeah, they just want you to get back to believing in miracles and believing in, you know, your ability to create whatever it is that you want for your life. I guess they want me to keep this one kind of short. Alrighty, give me more here on your inner child's truest intentions. Inner child's truest intentions for the collective. Positive. Listen, my intentions are pure and I only want to elevate and improve your life. This is what your inner child is saying. I want to help you. Let's do this together. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone. They want to put you back into a positive energy, a positive feeling. What is this? Curious. Yes, they want to bring back that childlike wonder, that curiosity. This is so on point. I love this. I'm intrigued and eager to learn more and figure out. So they want you to become curious about yourself. Be eager to know who you are and learn more about you. Be eager about yourself just the same way that you can be curious and eager about, you know, finding out about other people. Give me more here. Ooh, I'm seeing brag and great news. Ooh, they want to give you some good news. Okay? You got some amazing things that's coming to your life. Some amazing things that they want to share with you. Yeah, I'm seeing exploitation in reverse. They want to remind you not to allow people to exploit you. Hold your boundaries. This is what your inner child is trying to teach you. Boundaries. You gotta have boundaries. You gotta be careful who you allow in your space. Brag on you. Okay? Brag on you. Yes, you're that girl, you're that guy. Tell yourself that. I remember somebody was telling me that they watched my Capricorn video. And in my Capricorn video, I said, you're a trust fund baby of the universe. And they was like, oh my God, I love that. I'm using that from now on. Yes, speak positively to yourself. All right? Brag on you. It's not being cocky. Just be confident. You know the difference. But you got to brag on you. Anything else here? Sorry. Yeah, bad news in reverse. Listen, it's no more bad news. That's what they want to tell you. No more bad news. Things are going up from here. You enter in a period of abundance and prosperity. Happiness. True happiness. I'm seeing small favor. There's only a little bit more inner child work left to do. All right? Small favor. That's what your inner child is saying. So we only got a little bit more work left to do. It's not going to be as hard as you think. They want you to help them. Right? I'm seeing Stellar Weaver on the top of this deck because some of you guys are weavers. Right? Some of you guys are weavers. But then I know with the Wiccans, they like to say that means that you have the power to, you know, you were brought here to bring about new spells. This is my my sacred contracts, my soul contracts deck, by the way. Just talking about, you know, what contracts your soul made when coming back here. Some of you guys are weavers, right? Some of you guys were there and helped to shape time, right? You wonder why you end up being like the catalyst for certain things. For some of you guys here, that's what y'all are. Your inner child is trying to remind you that you are the catalyst. You weave things together. They put you in certain places at certain times because you bring certain things to fruition. Movement happens when you're around. Things change, right? You're like that pivotal piece. You weave things together. But also, and you know, the Wiccans like to say, you have the power to do, you know, new things. So for me, I'm taking that as, you know, new forms of divination. I'm really about to go heavy on my past life readings. And y'all are going to be, you know, surprised at the difference that I'm going to bring to it, my past life readings. Because that's something that I feel, you know, is going to be a new form of divination. Another person I gave reading last night, and I was talking about, you know, divining with acorns. And she was like, she used to see acorns all the time. I'm like, well, they telling me it's something significant about acorns. You can use acorns to do divination, my love. You know, so some of you guys, y'all going to be bringing new forms of divination to the forefront and showing people new ways of, you know, spell work and divination and spirituality and all of these things. Yeah, I'm seeing boundless horizon. That's literally what it is with you guys. There's no limit. There's no end. That's what your inner child is trying to let you know. Your soul transcends the physical, right? You have limitless possibilities to create whatever you want in this life. Yeah, I'm seeing soul alliance. A lot of you guys are starting to come into contact with your soul tribe. You're starting to meet people that are part of your soul tribe, not the family that you was born into, not just in this life. We talking about your original family or your original tribe. All right? That's been with you since 6,000 years ago or 4,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, whenever it was that you actually came here. And for some of you guys, it was 7,000. It was the beginning for some of you guys with this Weaver card. But you're starting to meet those people. You're starting to come in contact with your soul tribe, right? And that's why your inner child is like, hey, look at me, talk to me. Alrighty? Yeah, spiritual evolution. This is what's happening. A lot of you guys are going through a transformation. Kali my energy. A lot of you guys are undergoing a deep transformation. Your spirit is evolving. Things are not as they used to be. Things that you used to care about, you don't care about. You're shifting gears. You're shifting focus. Alright? A lot of you guys are going through awakenings spiritually. Yeah, I'm seeing past life journey in reverse. You're closing out cycles. And that's why you're entering into a new journey. For some of you here, you need to book a reading with me. Find out about your past life. I'm telling you, for some of you guys, it's really, really like unlocking that past life, unlocking that Akashic record, knowing who you truly are is going to be the key for some of you guys to be able to really focus on what it is that your soul is trying to get you to do here today so that you can make sense of some of the things that you've gone through. Some of you guys don't have, a lot of physical family members. Like I said, somebody was an only child. Somebody could have been an orphan here. It's just a lot of like single cards of someone just being with themselves and only having their inner child or only having this one guy, this one person with them, and you have to start looking into your past life. And for some of you guys, you're closing out cycles. You're closing out past life contracts. And that's why your spirit is evolving. You didn't even know that you was dealing with a lot of karmic people, a lot of karmic cycles, karmic situations. But you were able to close them out. Yeah, and now the pathway has opened. All right? With Pathway of Miracles here. The pathway has opened. Yeah, inner guidance. For you to follow your inner voice, your inner guidance. All right? And what you're being told to do here. All right, what is your inner voice and your soul leading you to? There's a new path that has been opened for you guys to step into your calling, to step into who you know you are. Yeah, I'm seeing let go of the burden in reverse. A lot of y'all, you realizing that it's, not my stomach growling confirmation. So some of you guys need to eat. I know I need to get me some food. Actually, I need to get me some food soon because the Chinese store is about to close. Okay, thank y'all for reminding me. They wanted some Chinese food. So they're like, girl, hurry up so you can get to the Chinese store. Close out this message. Now I see why y'all wanted me to hurry up. My bad. But it's 10:09, so we're going to have to order because the Chinese store around the corner is definitely already closed. Somebody might be craving Chinese food as well. But yeah, someone might be denying themselves certain foods or certain things that they like to eat. That could be a thing too. Stop doing that. If you know what I mean, it's okay to indulge and eat your little guilty pleasures and the things that you like sometimes. Every day don't have to be meal prep. Every day don't have to be meal plan. Every day don't have to be rigid. I was going to say rigid, but I guess rigid, so stringent. Whatever the other word is, but you don't have to be so rigid with your eating habits. Somebody's name could be Bridget. Oh, boy, we going a little bit far right now, Spirit. We're supposed to be closing this message out. All right, but yeah, for a lot of y'all, y'all realize that you needed to release and let go, right? What's here? Break free. I'm gonna leave it right there because now at this point they got me talking in circles. I'm repeating myself. Alrighty, so yeah, break free. All right, that's the end of the message. Your inner child is tapping in with you, y'all. So I hope that it resonates. Let me know, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.